So we're gonna actually start with things that I didn't like particularly, just so we can get it out the way. You know, bad news first, then we do the good news. So it's only 2 things. The first thing I really didn't like was Vanessa. Okay, so spoilers, by the way, spoilers. I do acknowledge the fact that she did help at the end, and literally if it wasn't for her, like Mike and Abby would be dead. Even though it turns out that she knew everything all along, throughout the movie she was trying to do her best to help. It's just obvious that she's traumatized and like fearful of her own father. But like, man, sometimes she would just do stuff and I'd be like, girl, what are you doing? Like when she threw the freaking meds in the river, I was like, girl, like that's his prescription. Like that costs money. I need you to give me some money. When she wasn't fully explaining herself, but she was still threatening Mike. After the first night that Mike brought Abby to the place and then Abby kind of got hurt. And she's like, if you bring her here again, I'm gonna shoot you. And I'm like, bruh, can you explain why? And like, obviously now we know why she couldn't explain fully, because she was scared and she just, you know, she's like under the control of her father. So like, you know, it's hard for her to like give the full story and like give herself away. But it's like, you're still blaming him and putting all this blame on him. You're treating him like he's the bad guy, when you can do your part and you can explain things and maybe help him understand so he doesn't put Abby in the situation again. So he doesn't put himself in the situation again, okay? Like, obviously Mike's not like no saint here. Like he's doing something wrong, like putting Abby in danger because he's like so obsessed with righting his wrong or like redoing the past. But like, you're not helping either, okay? So don't act like you're above him or something like that. So never mind. Number 2 is the ending. I just thought it was like really fast. I like the climax. I like the big fight. Well, the big fight at the end, like how they're all running away from the animatronics. But I feel like that final part where it's like getting all the animatronics to go against William Afton, it's like really fast. All it took was Abby drawing the picture and putting it on the thing, and then everyone just turned against him. It's like that literally took like maybe 5-10 minutes, and I was like, yeah, they could have did like a little bit more of that. I'm not a script writer. I can't think of what they would have done differently. I just know that something could have been added to just like, I don't know, make it more impactful. It felt like very anticlimactic, I guess, like how it actually just ended. Okay, that's it. That's all the stuff I didn't like. So I watched Five Nights at Freddy's today, literally today. There's gonna be a short video, or as short as I can make it. So buckle in, buckaroos, and let's learn all the things that I liked about Five Nights at Freddy's, the movie, the film, 2023. I'm starting to realize I'm very easy to please. Like, you just entertain me and I'm gonna tell you I like your movie, okay? So I'm scared that I'm forgetting like a few things. For the most part, again, I liked everything in this movie. We're just gonna go down the list. Not any particular order. It's not from like best to worst. It's just things that I liked. I liked a lot of stuff, but just things that like I noticed. Number 1, Abby. We love Abby in this house. We are team Abby. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, she did annoy me because like, bruh, I'm closer to Mike's age than I am to Abby's age. And so like, I understand being like, bruh, can you just listen to me? Can you listen? I know you're a kid and I'm trying to be nice to you because you're a kid, but like, listen. So like, I get frustrated by her sometimes when she would just like have a smart comment or like just blatantly not listen to him, even though he's obviously going through a hard time trying to get his life together and get her life together. But like, for the most part, Abby, love you, girl. Okay, you were so cute. Your bob was eaten every scene. Her little bob was so cute. I loved it when she was enjoying herself with the other kids, you know, just having fun. I like, even though she's kind of closed off into herself, it's clear that she does love Mike in those little moments, you know, like she just, I don't know if it's just like she's having a hard time expressing it, but like I do like that they showed that she does love Mike just as much as Mike loves her. They just having like a little communication issue right there. Yeah, I just like how she just enjoys herself. Like when she's around the animatronics and like when she's doing things that she likes. She's so cute. There was a scene like in the car when Mike finally brings her to his job because, you know, no one's there to babysit her, and he's like telling her everything that she needs to do, and she's like, okay, and she just has like this big smile on her face, and it's like so precious. I love Abby. She's so cute. On the topic of kids, the second kid that we love is Blonde Boy. Let me not say I loved him, because it's not that I loved him personally, but like I liked how he was acting. The actor for that blonde kid, like the leader of the 5 kids, was just like magnificent. Okay, I don't know if it was the blue eye blonde hair combo that just like, you know, like initiated the fight or flight response in me, or if it's just like the blue eyes effect. Like, I don't know what it was, but that kid was like creepy for real. Great actor. We loved him. He was good. On the topic of kids still, and we're talking about the ghost kids now. We have 5 ghost kids. I like how they each had like a little something to represent like who it was, like which animatronic they were. If you didn't know, the reason that the animatronics can move and are like killing people is because they are inhabited by the ghost of children who were killed by the creator of the animatronic suits. I think that's how the story goes. And so I just really like how like in each flashback you can see like, oh, like one kid has bunny ears just like Bonnie, and one kid has a hook hand just like Foxy, and one girl has like blonde hair. That's the only reason I knew she was Chica. I was like, okay, girl. Also, she's a girl, so I was like, okay, girl, hello. And then my 2 Freddys, one has a top hat like Freddy, and then people are saying that blonde kid was Golden Freddy. I really honestly had a hard time figuring out who he was exactly, because I was like, bro, there's 5 kids and I'm only seeing 4 main animatronics, but it turns out there was like 2 Freddys. It was like regular top hat Freddy, and then there was Golden Freddy. So it's like, okay, because I was like, dang, I guess one of them is like in the cupcake thing. So I was like, okay, cool, it's 4 animatronics in the cupcake, so like 5 kids. Girl, I'm happy they explained that, because I was just like, girl. But yeah, I like how they made it really easy to like identify which kid went to which animatronic. Also on the topic of kids, Mike's brother, I forgot his name, sorry, but the one that got kidnapped, he is so cute. He was so cute. Mike's little brother was so cute. Like the actor for Mike's little brother was so cute, so adorable, with his little like brown hair and like big brown eyes. On the topic of kids again, I keep saying that, on the topic of kids, like this doesn't have anything to do with like me liking the movie, but it's just like, just in general of like FNAF, I think it's really easy to like, in the lore, you're just like, oh my gosh, the lore, and then like you forget that it's like about kids being murdered, and you're like, oh yeah, kids were murdered. Like every time I think about the lore and just read about it, I'm just like, bro, this is so effed up. Like these kids are literally murdered, and like, yeah, I guess by the end of it there's justice in a way, because William Afton did end up getting murdered, or like, I don't know, springtrapped. I don't know how it really worked, but it's just like, yes, but these kids were still murdered. So it's like, bruh, I hate it. Really cool lore, but it's just like, damn, that sucks. For lack of a better term. Back to things that I liked. I guess we can still stay on the topic of kids. I say it for like the 5th or 6th time, because another thing I really liked was the fort scene. So in the movie, there's a scene where, well, basically Abby has been established as this character who's like always in her imagination. So she like builds forts for herself. And so when she goes to the Freddy awesome cool playhouse thing, the animatronic thing, the Chuck E. Cheese basically, when she goes there, she like becomes friends with all the animatronics, because like they're kids and she's a kid and they love her and she loves them. So she's like, we should make a fort for them. And so her and Mike and the animatronics and Vanessa all make a giant fort. I'm hearing 2 different opinions on this scene. On one hand, some people are like, oh my gosh, like I hate this scene because like, I don't know, it's so childish and I just want to see murder. And some people are like, oh, I love this scene because people, you know, it shows that they're all kids, like they're all just having fun as kids. Like, yes, they're in animatronic suits, but they're children at the end of the day who are still allowed to do children things, and like, period, okay? I'm definitely part of the latter group, because like, they're children, bro. Like, let them have fun. I saw one comment and I agree with it so much, where it's like, after all that they've been through, please let them build a fort. And like, honestly, yes, if you were murdered and stuffed into an animatronic suit and your ghost or your spirit is stuck in there too now, would you not want to build a fort and just live out your childhood days? Even though you're still in a big animatronic suit, would you not just want to be a kid? Let these people be children, okay? And it was a cute scene and I appreciate it and I really liked it. I don't care. Let's move on to my baby daddy. So I have 2 baby daddies, baby fathers in this movie. The first one is my older guy, William Afton, aka Matthew Lillard. Lillard, is that how you say his last name? He kind of my baby daddy. Obviously, I don't. We haven't gotten to the name stage yet, okay? We just know each other. Has my heart, has always had my heart. Everyone knows he's a hottie, okay? He's been a hottie since the 90s and he's still a hottie now. And yeah, he did really good in his performance. Very creepy guy. Like, you can just like get that unsettling feeling from him. And then like, you could obviously tell like he was a little too excited after he saw Mike's name and then, you know, tried to convince him to get the job. Just like, okay, I noticed that you're different now because you want me to have the job. So terrific acting, of course. My second baby father is actually Josh Hutcherson. Is it Hutcherson or Hutchinson? Hutcherson. Okay, I used to say Hutchinson as a kid. That's crazy. So Josh Hutchinson, Hutcherson, Josh Hutcherson. I do not follow his career, so correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, he hasn't really been anything like super big like this since Hunger Games. All the Josh Hutcherson fans are gonna kill me if he has been something big. I am so sorry, okay? If I missed it, then I'm sorry. But like, maybe he's been in like acting roles here and there, but as far as I know, nothing like super big, like super publicized like this since Hunger Games. So it's really nice to see that he can still do his best work and be a good actor. I had no complaints about his acting in this movie. I don't know if anyone does, but like he did really good. He played his role really well. Mike comes off as a loser, but also like someone who is trying his best, someone who loves his sister, someone who loves his late brother and is like, you know, trying to make up for the mistakes in the past. And like, there was never a time where I was like, oh yeah, Mike's fake, or like, oh, this is Josh Hutcherson acting as Mike. It's like, I always thought Mike is Mike, you know? So he did a really good job at acting. I'm really happy. I'm always really happy whenever an actor or an actress like has like a few years of just like kind of silence and then like they come back like better than ever and you're just like, yeah, you are good, and like it gives them some good attention. So hopefully this is like the start of something new for him. Again, if he was in anything like super big, sorry. Okay, my bad. But yeah, just really happy for him, and he's super cute, so he's fine or whatever. Yeah, let's talk about my third baby daddy. Let me not say that because like he's a YouTuber as well. Corey Kenshin. I love Corey Kenshin, bro. On that note, we're also gonna congratulate Matt Pat for also being in this movie. That's always awesome, really cool too, to see like people start off on the internet and then like get into like big movies and stuff like that, especially because they did do the work. It's not like some random cameo where it's like, oh, you're popular with people, like let me just put you in a movie. No, like there are people who popularized the franchise of FNAF, you know, so they're put in the movie for a reason. I know why you're in this movie, so I'm just like really happy for them, for both of them, but especially my guy Corey Kenshin, because like he has my heart for real. Hope he's doing good on his little hiatus. I hope now he comes back to YouTube after like what, he hasn't posted a video in a while. It's been like a while, so hopefully this is like what he was doing. Okay, come back please, the kids miss you. Next one is the lawyer. I believe his name is Doug. So in this movie, we also have the storyline of like Mike's aunt trying to take Abby from him. Their aunt is trying to get custody of Abby because she wants like, you know, government checks and all that. So, like the government assistance that you get like for taking care of a child. And they both hate her. And so she has a lawyer named Doug who like probably only has like 5 minutes, like 5 combined minutes of screen time out of this whole movie. But this man steals every single minute. He's always looking like this. And it's just like he's traumatized, like, and like for good reason, honestly, because he's a lawyer and his client, like that aunt, like she does like the most crooked things. Like she literally is committing crimes. She's definitely like committing crimes in front of her lawyer, and her lawyer is just literally just like what have I gotten myself into, you know? Or she's like threatening her family and like insulting these orphans basically. And then Doug is just like, bro, like who is this lady? Like why is she my client? And he's just looking out into space, like disassociating, and he is the funniest thing. For all his 5 minutes of screen time, we love you, Doug. We love you, and I'm happy that you've been freed from the clutches of that lady because she's dead. She got killed. Next thing we're gonna talk about is the dream sequences. I should have talked about that first because it's like one of the early things that's established in the movies. The first time I saw it, I was like, what's going on? But like, I do like how they kept bringing up the same dream each time to see, first of all, like how his dreams, which is also his memories, like keep expanding, so you can kind of like as an audience member get the full story of like Mike and like why he's motivated the way he is, but then also to see like all the ghost children like in the dream as well, and you kind of like get like an idea of what's going on with them, you know, just like these little clues basically within the dream. So it's just, I don't know, hopefully I described that well. I don't know if I did, I don't think I did, but like I just think they were cool. Overall they were just cool. I think it's a cool way to move the story along that I don't personally see a lot in movies, but I'm not the biggest movie watcher. So okay, we're gonna talk about the animatronic designs, which is what I should have started with. Really, really cool to see like animatronic designs. I think all of them were costume, as in people were in the suits, but one of them was a robot. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But whatever it is. It's always fun to see like whether they do like a book or a show or like some sort of media into a movie. It's always fun to see like how the movie, or even like TV, something like you see with your eyes, like how they adapt it to like be real, basically. Like it's always really fun to see. I don't know, it's just really cool. Like you got it from the game and it looks like almost identical, like completely identical. It's like really cool. I think it was just fun to see like how close to the actual game design that they got, like with just like, you know, costume design and like machinery and all that stuff. And it's just like really cool. Congratulations. It goes to show you that movies are more than just like the actors. It's also like the people behind the scenes, like costume designers and other people who work behind the scenes. That's just like not coming to my head, like makeup and like just the builders of the actual costumes and stuff like that. You know, like the technical sides of movies is very important as well. So that is everything to do with what I liked about FNAF. If you can tell, I'm not a big fan of FNAF. And when I say that, it does not mean that like I hate it. I don't hate it. Okay, that's not what that means. It just means that like I'm not a gamer by proxy. Like I'm just not a gamer. I'm like one of those people who like I don't play the video games, but like I understand the lore and I watch other people play it. So like I kind of like get into it like that. But I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh, I'm part of the FNAF fan, because I'm not. But really cool, the movie. So yes, I am an imposter watching this movie. I think knowing the lore and already being a fan kind of like does add like an element to it where you can enjoy the movie even more and understand the movie even more. But like at the same time, it's a movie that's like been released to theaters, you know, and there's no like ticket that says like you have to know the FNAF lore in order to go to. No, it's like a movie for everybody in a way. What I'm trying to say is basically like even as a person who doesn't know the full FNAF history and FNAF lore, I was still able to enjoy the movie. So don't be like intimidated if you're not like a big fan or if you don't know too much about Five Nights at Freddy's, because I feel like you'll still enjoy it. I did know some of the lore, I will say that. And then I watched like a little recap, of course, before I went in, just in case it was something I missed. But I feel like everyone can enjoy this movie if they want to. But yeah, that is everything. I wanted to make this like a quick video because like I literally just watched the movie and it was like still on my mind. I was kind of iffy. I was like, I shouldn't say anything because I'm not like a big fan and I should just leave it to fans. But like I literally cannot get it off my mind. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you watched the video, it's like a lot more low-key than my other videos. I'm just here. I have an obligation to fill and it's called reviewing movies and media that I like. So yeah, if you like the video, If you like me, think about subscribing. Leave a comment down below. I do respond to every single comment. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok, which are down below. And I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Watch these videos.